motorcycle side of things here at Fairmont. We run anywhere from 8 to 12 races a year here. This will be our number 3.
So now, just with everything going on with COVID and all that, what kind of difficulties have you guys run into getting this off the ground?
So far, we've contacted a lot of authorities, just asking what we can possibly do to make this right. Well, families are more sticking with themselves. Wear a mask if you're comfortable wearing a mask. It's recommended. And just more or less, everybody's got a helmet on, everybody's got long sleeves, gloves, goggles, everybody's distanced out on the track. Everything should be pretty normal.
Sure. Now, just as far as the events, were you worried that you weren't going to be able to have anything this year?
So we did actually miss quite a bit of our season. We ran at a very restricted practice schedule at first, separating people, 20 people at a time in the fairgrounds. So far, we've been able to open up a little more and more, and we're just trying to follow what the governor says is correct for everything going on out here.
Now, just coming off that really intense lockdown period, what was it like to kind of get going again and get people back on the track?
Oh, it was such a relief. People here are super excited to come out. We've actually had pretty good size numbers, and everybody's being respectful, and it's going great so far. A lot of the guys that are here today are actually going to the National Amateur Championship at Loretta Lynn's Ranch in Tennessee next week. So that race will take place next week. A lot of these guys are going. They're excited about it. They come here, have a little fun at the fairgrounds, and then they'll head to Tennessee next week and get their stuff done. They're racing harder because they know for sure that they got to go fast to get this championship wrapped up before the season, last shorter season. And they're just all around having more fun. We've seen a lot more newbies coming in, a lot more new guys coming in that have never raced before that are now racing. So it's been a fun, couple races.
I think this will be my 5th race this year. We did one out at the Cato Cycle Club, and I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd or 4th one here.
So, with everything going on, what was it like to get back on the track, with COVID kind of threatening everything?
It's amazing, really. You can't, everything's shut down. We got stuck at home for weeks and everything, so to be able to get back out and get on the bikes is just a blast.
How long have you been riding?
About 3 years now.
Okay. How old are you now? If you don't mind my asking.
24.
Okay, so not too long. A lot of these kids, you see some 4-year-olds.
Yeah, a lot of these kids been doing it since, as long as they can walk, but no, I've only been in it about 3 years.
So what got you into racing?
I just love the bikes. I love the bikes, and I played football in high school, so I was always competitive and liked the battle of it. So
a little bit of a rush.
Yeah.
So, well, tell me about that. What are you thinking when you're out there?
For one, to be safe. That's always the first thing, and to just kind of try and ride my ride and try and pass as many people as possible.
So what are you riding here today?
I'm on a Honda 450, 2019. Pretty stock, basically, besides the plastics on it. It's a great bike right off the floor, so don't need to do too much.
So you're in the 450cc division here today. Now, what are your hopes for the rest of the year, and what do you hope for today, I suppose, specifically?
Today I'm seeing we're riding against 11 guys. Lowest I'm hoping for is a top 5 spot. Season goals, of course, like everybody out here, to win the championship. So.
Yeah. When does that wrap up for you?
There's 8 races overall, so we're pretty much about halfway through the season.
Okay, so now usually there'd be 15 or so.
Yeah, they cut down a lot of the travel races.
So does that, with a shortened season, does that make you a little bit more competitive, kind of want it more?
Yeah, you got to.
There's
not a lot of races to fall behind or get bad starts on.
So every race has a little bit more weight to it.
Every one of them. Well, what got me into racing is I just love the atmosphere of it. It's competitive, but everybody out here is still working together and making sure that everybody's safe, and if you need anything, they make sure to take care of you. But today is just halfway through the season, so looking to get first, got to pull some big things out. I'll give a big shout out to the Cato Cycle Club out in Mankato. I'm a member out there. They do a lot of good things. They really got me into that.